Okay. Yes. And we are. I'm still playing with the software and how it works. So this is one more testing and just cooking for testing actually. I have to check the sound so that I'm sure that you can hear what I'm saying, and I have to push different buttons to be sure that everything goes okay. What I'm saying. Oh, yes, there is coming something out. Nice. And I'll put that in here. So this is about cooking food. And as you read, it's chickpeas with spinach and prawns in curry. And I have to lose a little bit weight. I don't know why, but and that's why that I've searched for alternatives to get down from the fat. So I eat less fat and sugar and things like that. And one of the main things is also eating too much meat, maybe. And so I thought maybe it's good to try out chickpeas. They're actually quite good. And so I found some recipes with chickpeas and spinach. Actually, they were vegetarian, but you can spoil that very easy. That's no problem. And I found this. It's on Spanish. Don't worry. This is the chickpeas con spinach and in curry. And this sounds a little bit boring from sound. Will taste very good. It has how do you say in English? I have to search for the English words. It has garlic, so that's everything actually. It's most of the taste, but that's okay. Vegetables with garlic, and especially this is okay. And if we look at, let's see, I have to scroll a little bit. It would look like this, and I thought it doesn't look very much, so I found something more to adding, and that's the prawns. Looking in my fridge, I had something, and I will take the step from this recipe and then add some other things to, the prawns mostly and other vegetables. And this is from this page. I can just shortly show you the link so you have it. I think you can see the link now. That's the link up in the top. So you can go in there and look yourself. And I'm adding the prawns more or less. And this is 400 grams of more or less 400 grams chickpeas and the spinach and I don't know how you say that in English actually, and the garlic, 3 garlic, and the curry and some other stuff. I don't have ghee, that's my ghee, something special, I don't know, Asian something. And I like when I make something like this to go out on the internet and look on other recipes that has more or less the same. And here is a page that shows, on Spanish again, different, and you can see what you can put into this chickpeas. Once more spinach, you can put in something like prawns, and here they are with some eggs on. You can use, what are they using here? How do you say that in English? Chestnuts, exactly, chestnuts. So, it's jumping away. Oh, this is, are we back? No. The one window is always taking over everything. So I have to Okay, this is the struggle with all the technical stuff. Here. Okay, transition. Now it's up there. Anyway, you can see it. Let us scroll. So, chestnuts is a possibility. Sounds very good, actually, from taste. You can mix them with pasta, with other vegetables for some soup-like. You can mix in, you can spoil the vegetarian side of them and mix in some meat of different. This is, I think, yeah, ham something, small something, and other stuff. Salchichas, that's yeah, sausages in small pieces. And the point is for me to eat less meat and still get proteins. So we'll try it. We will try it. I prepared this a little bit. Sorry for this only being shot very close up, but that's the camera. The chickpeas cooked 40 minutes before this. You can put them in the freezer after that, deep freezer, and take them up again and use them. The spinach, just again from deep freezer, and this, which I have to look what it's called in English. What is this? So a leek, exactly, a leek. It's not leaking, but it's a leek. It's yeah, okay. A leek, you know, we have to chop it. The curry, as announced, the garlic, as announced, and here some vegetables. This is normally, I'm in Spain here, so this is Spanish shopping, and normally they suggest to make some tortilla with this, and scrambled eggs with this inside. So you start with this, and there is garlic inside also, and then you scramble some eggs. But we will not use it with eggs, we'll just use it with the other stuff, and they actually use butter here, traditional Arias mantequilla butter. So 400 grams, something like 400 grams, maybe 300 grams, and then there's a lemon, because some of the recipes mentions lemon actually for spicing, and that, I think that's mostly when it's fried. We can use that when it's off the pan. We can use that. I will just find nothing except for myself and my thoughts, and we will look at the recipe once more. Let's see, I have to look that everything is okay, technically. So, we can put that away, we can put that away. I am here in Spain since June last year, 2016. We have end of February now, and Spain is wonderful, especially also because of the food. It's a totally new world of food down here, so it's very exciting to try out a lot of different stuff, and yeah, that's wonderful. And Spaniards very friendly, so this is almost heaven on earth. I could show you some images. Maybe I could just about where are we in the world here. We'll start the cooking in a few seconds. There, desktop, Twitch, streaming, images. So we have I'm in Spain. Spain, and okay, one of the things I don't have here. Anyway, let's take that next time. Let's take that next time. The recipe, the stuff here, and we will cut up some of these things. Remove everything around, so we have a space here for cutting the vegetables, and so that, and this is, of course, I'm not used to this, but we will not chop it too much, just to make it a little bit faster. And there is no blood here. I'm not a professional cook, I'm actually just programming software. And 15 years ago I wanted to go to Spain. I lived in Germany, and after 15 years of thinking, preparation, further studies in computer science, I have the luck to have the possibility to live in Spain now and work here. That's quite nice, it's different. There are many things that are different, but everything is very positive. And the speed on work is a little bit more human, and the people are a little bit more human and social than in some of the Nordic countries. And we are actually here 14 programmers or something doing different stuff for the page, where they have, the company has something like that. Okay, this is chopped, and let us see the recipe. What do they say we shall do? No. Yeah. Let's find the other one. So we have to prepare these chickpeas ahead, the day before, time ago, or you can deep freeze them. The spinach, you can have that deep frozen and just use it or warm them up before we go ahead with this, and the same with the chickpeas. And then it's actually here about they're talking about having two frying pans. Anyway, we will not do that. And it's just about to mix it in a frying pan and let the taste meet each other. And put it on a plate and enjoy it, I think. So maybe we should just go ahead. It's chopped, and we have the things here. We have the curry, and we will probably begin with heating it up. And I have this special oven with some strange key combination down here. You have to turn it on, then you have to select the plate and hold down we actually have to turn it on, then you have to select the plate, and then you have to put some number on it, and you can see it, and then you have to select to make the plate big, and then you have to say, now please do it. So now this is please doing it for me. halfway heating up. And we'll not use oil. This is the standard here in Spain. The recipe says butter, and we will try to stick to this. And the amount is unknown, but maybe we'll add some more later if it needs. For now, we only put this areas. This is a little bit strange. Areas. It's getting strange associations to something. Well, not here in Spain, but if you would live in Germany, you would maybe think, what's that? Why? So, I don't know if it's salted, if butter is salted here or not. In the Nordic country it is. In Germany not always, sometimes. Yeah. And then we have the curry. Let's see. The spinach is normally very wet, so this is allowed to get more time to get some of the water out. And these, they are very undone, so they have to have some heat for a while actually. And I think I'll start with them. And the question is, should we start with the curry or should we wait? Well, they say spinach until it's quite dry, and then the leek. In Danish it's por. In German it's what's German? I can't remember. In English it's leek, and here it's puero, if I say it right. But anyway, we'll take these two. The garlic is in here already, and we will put the spinach also so that it gets dry. And just cleaning the spinach a little bit, or the dish from the spinach, so it won't stick too much. When spinach dries, it sticks like that. And this is on the fastest speed right now, and this will take time. Yeah. So. This gives me a little bit of time to tell something more. One of the recipes mentions coconut cream. They only had in Aldi here natural coconut water, and I can't quite remember, and I've never tried water, but coconut water, but I will just taste. Yeah, it tastes a little bit like coconut with much water, but we will put something in to give it some exotic taste. This is on the fastest speed now, so this will actually take some time. And I'll try to turn on the suction device. And I don't know how the sound is now, if you can hear me. But this is still a technical test of the software and also of the sound, how it goes through, how it ends up on the other side, if the streaming works, if the internet is not too heavy loaded with people. So, and here in this small village, Spanish village, they don't have cable, optical fibers. They only have some antennas. They put up some antennas. Well, they are professional, so don't worry. So the whole village has these antennas to point at some few points, 2-3 points here in the city, to have internet. So, and if everybody are online, you don't know, is the bottleneck here, is the bottleneck somewhere else on the internet, or yeah. So this is not easy to know. At least we can see a lot of steam is going away here, the water, and that's what we want. One of the amazing things compared to Denmark, or a little bit to Germany, well, it's 10 years, 12 years ago I've been in Germany for a longer time, and one of the main differences is they have plenty in the supermarkets. They have huge areas with fresh fish, very fresh fish. So, and this is amazing. Well, you can smell it if you come into the supermarket a little bit, and if you come in the direction of the fish market, you can smell it. But it's amazing to get all these things, and they are so abundant, and they are in all middle-sized supermarkets and bigger. You will find this department with fresh fish, and it's big, relatively big. For me, it's big. For me, it's huge. I've never seen that. In Denmark, you have to search for the fish shops to find them. Search for them, find them. Denmark is surrounded by water, but there you have to search for the shops with fish to buy fish. Yeah, well, different cultures in food cultures. Yes. This could be a little bit dry now. I don't know if I should we give it some a little bit more. No, it's okay. We will take it from here. And now the question is, this curry is still bottled. So, let's see, we'll put on some curry. I don't know how much we need. And this coconut milk, coconut water, there's curry in here. Okay, this is quite fine now. I will just add some of it, not to give it too much taste of this. This is more for, this is an experiment, so the recipe is we're making the recipe now, halfway at least. We have a starting point and we are working on it. And I don't know if there's anybody in the chat, I have to look. Anybody writing anything, any questions? You have to have questions if you're here. You can't be here, you must search for something here. There's nobody in the chat, that's no problem. No stress. I don't know if this will be good. I mean, right now it looks very watery. That will disappear. And then somehow, I think we are missing some. Normally the food here is very oily, and that's a sauce with the tastes of the food. That's a sauce in itself. And I don't have that here, and I don't know with more butter if we can achieve anything. I'm tempted to put in oil, virgin oil, not from the Virgin Islands, but at least virgin oil. And yes, let me in the meantime prepare the exit of the food. Not the total exit, the ending exit, but at least the preparation on our plate. So that I will. Yes, and this is still just testing around with the software, so this don't expect too much. And at least I'm not professional, so don't expect too much. This is more out of love to food than And this is about to dry out now, and it's missing everything. I don't know, it's butter, it's not me. It's not me with butter. I'd just be criminal now. According to the recipe, I will put in some oil now. I don't care. And then let's see how this tastes. And this is definitely now a different recipe. And we haven't used the prawns. Where are they? And we will do that now to see what happens. I can open them. Here they are. There they are. This is frozen also. And this takes time again. Definitely has the smell of prawns, you know. This smells fishy. So let's be sure we give it some heat. I don't know how this will taste, but you will have your laugh when you see my face. So I don't want to know how much the real cooks have suffered in their life of bad taste, but at least you find out what tastes good if you do it. And you have to experiment to find out what you like. Maybe you meet something new. Food. Well, it's okay from looking. I mean, there are some green colors. We could put on some, for the decoration, some red, like tomatoes. I don't know how it tastes. Might put on some salad. Yeah, something like that. And here in Spain they eat very much bread. This baguette, and it's abundant, it's everywhere. It's very close that if you're in a hotel, it's very close, they will put bread on your bed before you go to bed, at the side table on your bed, just to be sure you don't miss bread. And that's okay, it fits, it's wonderful, together with the other stuff, so no problem. Just let you know it's here everywhere. You will not miss it. You will see it. So this is a little bit more than I could eat right now, just a little bit. And just to be sure that every part of this gets some heat, I will put on a lid, and I will maybe turn down the fire so we don't burn anything. And then give it a few minutes there, and in the meantime we'll give it a little bit of salt. We can do that later. The lemon is ready. And we can look into the recipe if we have forgotten something. That's always nice to do before you eat it, because if you do it after you've eaten it, you surely have forgotten something. Well, we could put in some spices if we like, if you like to do something with the spices, but I mean, maybe we could put some butter over it if it's finished. That's very Nordic. It's not Spanish, it's actually a little bit Nordic to put butter on when it's finished on the plate with something. And so we could have that in spare. And while this is working a little bit for me, could see if I could find or could put on these. What do we have here? Okay, and I will just show you Spain, and I will show you where we are in Spain. Just preparing this, so putting up the map, putting up the ugly picture of me next to the map so you can see I'm here. It's a live streaming, so we're allowed to be there, and we can put this up, yeah. And well, that's Spain. Friendly borrowed from Google Maps, and we are down here in this southeast corner where there is this Murcia, and we are actually south of that. And this is the Mediterranean Sea, and salty, and I'll see if I can put on a little bit bigger image of. I just turned off the frying pan, and we have here the region of Murcia. Let's see. Okay, let's just do it here. So this is the southeast, very southeast east of Spain, and here you can see Murcia once more, and so this is Murcia, and we are down south here, actually south of Cartagena, southwest of Cartagena, and lovely place, small place, but beaches. In the summer there are many tourist beaches, and there are the beaches. They are all the year around there. And well, in January we have, I don't know, 5, 10 degrees, 15 degrees. It differs a little bit over the days, but a little bit nicer than up north with minus something and strong Russian winds. So, yeah. Okay. And we'll go back to this, and this has now got some heat. So we are sure the prawns are prawned with heat. We can now put this on a plate, and how can we make that look a little bit nicer than that? I mean, we need some red, and I don't have any tomatoes, so I will see. I hope nobody is called Patricia. And let's go over to this, where we in an unsharp image and we can compare the results between this and then what we are doing here. It's not that far away. It's like this, you know. And we can put on a little bit more. That could be a portion. And because we need some red, we have the just a little bit nice. Okay, that's not bad. I would love if there was more oil over it, but I mean here in Spain you can actually eat. You can live by two things: olive oil, virgin is the best, and then bread. And many Spaniards, when they eat and they have bread left, they put olive oil, virgin, over the bread and eat it. That's okay. I'm not. That's actually good. When they fry their potatoes or something, they actually, one told me they use sunflower oil because olive oil has more taste. So to make the taste not dominate the French fries or whatever you do, they use sunflower oil. And I will try that one day. Let's go back to this, and we need the red. So here's the red, and I hope nobody is called Patricia, but we have the red, and it's somehow red, and this is unsharp anyway, this camera on this distance, so you can't see. This is a tomato. I put a tomato here, don't worry about it. It's a little bit a square, and we put over some lemon. I actually love this with lemon, especially with meat. I love it with lemon. And Patricia, I don't know anyway, Patricia. And we can put on, I'm a salt pig, so I put on salt, actually. And this is now, it's, how does this taste? And I don't know. I don't know how this does taste. So, it's okay. It has, you can actually taste the coconut water. There's something there, like in that direction. And the lemon. The salt, yes. It's okay, it's curry. But I miss something here. I can't taste the prawns. There's too many vegetables compared to prawns. So it does miss something, and maybe it's just a beef. Something else. It does miss something in taste. It's just not everything. This has to, you have to add something here for me, for my taste. Maybe I have to bite in this tomato. Anyway, you've seen what I've done, you've seen the link. I can show the link once more, so you know where to find the Spanish version. And then actually it's chickpeas with spinach, with curry, with leek, with some oil, some coconut water, a little bit of salt, and then eventually, if you're used to meat, put a beef next to it, or put something with meat next to it, or put meat inside it. You could do that too. This right now it misses some sauce of some sort. Sauce of some sort, not a sort of sauce, but yeah, a sort of sauce. It misses. The link. We have the link. I just have to go back. Where do we have the link? Maybe we have the link. I have to find the link. Oh. What's happening here? This is the, if you do this alone, streaming live, things happen you didn't want to happen. And it changes focus, and it shows your dashboard from Twitch, and this is of course just a computer, and it's just not totally. What do we have there? Maybe I should do this. This could save my ass. No, there, put it in there. Now, okay. Do we have it? No. Now it's shifted again. This is struggling. Ah, yeah. We don't have the link. Where's the link? Oh, it's no, it's jumped over there. Oh no. This is horrible. Oh, no. Now we have it again. But where's the link? Oh yeah. Technical stuff. Okay. There we have it. Up there we have the link. Here of you. So, and it's in Spanish, but Google Translate something, and with Google Translate you'll probably get a better dish out of it than me right now. So try it. It's worth it. Okay, thank you. And the streaming will stop in a very short time. Yes, thank you for now. Bye bye. See you later.